Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ange, and today is going to be kind of a little December wrap up and what I'm planning on reading in January and what I've already read. Hi! I feel like I'm really late on doing this video, but that's okay. It's okay. Today is January 11th, and I actually had my first day kind of interning in a library. It was a lot of fun, and I'm so excited to be in libraries. I wore my From Blood and Ash earrings just because they're my favorite, but it's funny because I'm also wearing my From Blood and Ash sweatshirt, which I love. It's got the little like sun and then the logo, but then on the back, I don't know if you can really see it, it's got the dagger and it says "We Will Rise," which makes me excited. I love it. Anyway, my semester starts next week. I have classes a week from today, and then my schedule gets really busy, so I'm not really sure how my video scheduling is going to go. Typically, I would try to do Wednesdays and Saturdays. The last couple months, it's been just chaos, so I don't know. It might be one video a week, it might be two, who knows? We'll see. Anyway, let's get into this. I read 4 books in December, and that was it, and that was a-okay. It was fantastic. The first 2 books that I read were Dark Fae and Savage Fae, which were books 1 and 2 of the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac series. This is by the same authors that wrote Zodiac Academy, so Colleen, Peckham, and Susanne Valenti. This is the series that is a prequel to the Zodiac Academy. It takes place 5 years prior. So I had been caught up on Zodiac and just wanted to stay in that world, and this is in that world, so I just stayed within that for a while. Yeah, they were pretty good. I gave each of them 4 stars. I actually really like them. I almost like them more than the Zodiac Academy because I like all of the characters in this one a little bit more than the other series. She's looking for the murderer that killed her brother. So her brother died a couple months ago, and she is trying to find answers and figure out who actually killed him. So that's the point of the story. It's kind of college agey. They're at an academy called Aurora Academy. It's just really easy to read, and it's just kind of a guilty pleasure kind of book, you know? So anyway, that's that. I'm not going to linger on that too much. And the next book that I read was the 7th book in the Zodiac Academy series, and that was Heartless by Colleen, Peckham, and Susanne Valenti. This one, I gave it 4 stars. Probably could have given it 3. Probably would give it 3.5. This book, I felt like, okay, so it was 989 pages, and I'm not even kidding. I think 40% of this book could have been cut out because it was purely smut. And I get it if you want to throw a couple in, like couple scenes, whatever, but like, I don't really want to read 40% of the book because like, I actually really enjoy the plot of this story and I like what's happening, but after one scene, I'm like over it. There's nothing important happening in these scenes. There's no new information. It's literally just purely smut. And I'm like, okay, move on. So that's my gripe with it. Also, it's just really slow moving. It's building up to the final book, which is going to be the final battle and everything. Like, it left on a huge cliffhanger. Characters are in peril, all that jazz. Yeah, so it's fine. I've talked endlessly about Zodiac Academy. I'm not going to waste more time now. Okay, and finally, the last book that I read in December was The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. And this was really cute. Also, I realized that Maggie Knox is a dual authorship, similar to like Christina Lauren, where they have like a combined name. So yeah, this was cute. It's about twins who one worked at their bakery. Their parents had a bakery, so she worked there. And her twin sister was on a baking show in LA. So they swap lives due to something that happens on set, and then obviously fall in love with someone. And it's just It really reminded me of The Princess Switch with Vanessa Hudgens. It was cute. I really enjoyed it. I gave this one 4 stars as well. I tend not to give romance 5 stars very often. I don't know why. I just gave it a 4 star. It was really good though. It was really cute. It did get a little confusing though, because they were, like, I almost feel like this would be more fun to watch than read, because their names were Cass and Charlie, and when they switched lives, people would talk to them with, like, be like, hey, Charlie, but it was really Cass. And so then, like, you're hearing that, but then you're like, Cass said that. Like, it just gets kind of confusing. But otherwise, it was really good. It was really cute. Okay. So those were the 4 books that I read in December. I mean, I still read well over almost 2,000 pages. So it was just, that one was a very massive book, and it took me a long time to read. Okay, moving on to January, books that I want to read. It's already January 11th. I've read 2 books, so I'm just going to go through those really, really quickly. The first book of the year that I read was Beautiful Nightmares by KJ Sutton. Look at this beast. This is massive. This was 715 pages. I think it was 730 on my Kindle, because she so kindly, KJ Sutton so kindly sent me the ebook version on January 1st. This came out January 4th, and she was so nice and sent me the Kindle version earlier, or like the ebook version earlier, so I could read it. And this one was so good. I think I gave this one 5 stars. This one might be my favorite in the series. I do have a whole reading vlog on this, so go check that out if you want more information on it. It is spoilery, just FYI. But the series is about a nightmare. So basically, she has the power to manipulate your surroundings and make you feel like you're living your worst fear. And she is one of the last of her kind. Her brother went missing 2 years ago, so she is searching for him. She meets a fairy who makes a deal with her to have an arranged marriage. So then she goes to the Unseelie court, and then chaos happens. So it's a lot of fun. There's some really, really great characters. This book made me like really, really just sit and love the characters, where all the other ones were just like, there was so much happening all the time that you're just thrown in and don't get to love the characters as much. This one slowed down a lot, and there's one character in particular who I just melted for in this book, who I hadn't done for in previous books. And there's just different aspects of this book that were just so great, and I really, really, really enjoyed that. The ending, it was kind of predictable, but it also wasn't. I had different thoughts that I thought someone was going to show up, but she does a wonderful job of giving you a cliffhanger that just makes you want the next book, but like the next book will pick up immediately. Like, this ends on a conversation. I guarantee you the next book is going to pick up with that conversation. So she does a wonderful job, and I love it, and these covers are amazing, and Fortuna Sworn is an awesome main character, female main character. KJ Sutton also does a really good job about depicting mental health, and I'm very grateful for that. Also, if you're interested in this series, it is a dark fantasy romance. Please, please, please check trigger warnings if that is something that will, there's so much. I will put them down below just so you know, because there's a lot in this. But if you're not triggered by much, this is a wonderful series. And I'm tired of holding it because this is thick. Oh, okay. That was the first book of the year. Yay. The second book that I read was Verity by Colleen Hoover. This was the first Colleen Hoover book that I've ever read, and I gave this 4 stars. This is kind of thrillery, romancy. It's really good. I really enjoyed this, so I'm excited to read more Colleen Hoover books. Sorry, I'm like throwing this around. This had me in suspense the whole time I was reading it. Like, the other day I was reading it, and Nate's at work. I'm sitting on the couch reading this at a really intense part, and Eddie's laying over by the sliding door, just looking out the window, sleeping probably. And then all of a sudden he starts barking like a madman, and my heart about beat out of my chest. It was beating so hard. It scared the crap out of me. So the writing in this makes you feel really suspenseful. And I was very confused with how this was going to go. Because I thought, I don't know, there were different, like I was like, who's the bad guy in this? And I like made a list kind of, and I was like, no, this person again, no. Like I did not know. And then it just, as I was reading it, I was like, oh, it's just going to play out how it's playing out. But then of course, boom, the very end, you're like, did not see that coming. Very good. Very good. Also made me a little uncomfortable. There were some moments that made me very uncomfortable to do with small children, like kind of like is it called asphyxiation, where you like choke on your like throw up and you know I think that's what it's called. They were just, it's not like there's no like assault happening. It's really good. It's really good. It's about this lady. Her name is Lowen, and she is, I guess I haven't even told you what this is about. She is an author, and this guy comes and offers her to finish a series that his wife had been writing until she had gotten into a really bad car accident. Her name was Verity, and she's writing this very, very, very famous series that is written from the villain's point of view, and they want Lowen to finish the series, and they're going to pay her a very large amount of money. So she agrees, and she goes and stays at the house where Verity and her husband and their child are living, and it's just kind of creepy. It's a mansion, makes you feel creepy. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Highly recommend that one. That was my first thriller of the year. It's really good. Okay, now, books that I want to read going further into January. I'm currently reading Vicious Fae, which is the third book in the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac. And I also would like to read Broken Fae and Warrior Fae, which are the other two books in that series. I just want to like wrap that series up. So I don't know if like I'll get to them this month or not. It's fine if I don't. I can drag them out. I don't mind. I would also like to read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This is, I don't even know what this is about, and I'm trying to stay as in the dark as possible. I think there's a character named Atlas and a character, I don't know what the other person's name is. However, it is kind of romancy, but it's not about romance. And it's kind of about like getting out of an abusive relationship, I believe. Man, some of these books sound dark. I don't know. Whatever. Sorry, Mom. She doesn't like me reading dark things. But I'm excited for this. I've heard wonderful things about this one. My sister-in-law's read it. My sister has read it. And after reading Verity, I really like Colleen Hoover's writing style. It's very simple. I don't want to say simple as in like a bad way, but I appreciate things that are just written out. And I know Verity is like way different than any other written work. So we'll see how that goes with this. But I do want to read this one this month if I can get to it. And I'm also trying to finish a book that let me go grab it. I have been trying to read this book since April of last year. I can't do nonfiction or like self-help books, you guys. I just can't do it. It gets so boring. But I'm going to finish this hopefully this month. I'm like reading a chapter or two every night. And that is Beyond the Pill by Jolene Brighton, Dr. Jolene Brighton. It's okay. I just feel like it's a lot of what am I trying to say? Like, she's trying to sell you her program. And I'm like, stop. Just tell me the information. So some of it I skip over. But I mean, the thing is, it's really, really, really good information. Like, it's all about getting your hormones back into place. I had just gone off of birth control, so I wanted something to, like, be like, okay, can I get my body to be, like, healthy? Because birth control is not, like, after reading this, I'm so grateful that I'm off the pill. But it's just, I think it's good for anyone on or off the pill just to get your hormones right, like knowing your thyroid levels, like, all that kind of stuff. I think it's just really important to know. And so this has been really, really helpful. And she does actually have a lot of recipes in the back of this, which will be nice just to have anyway. So I'm trying to finish this. I've been reading this since April of last year. Other than that, I mean, oh, I know, duh. Where's it at? Because I'm going to start it I'll be starting this weekend with my sister. We're going to kind of buddy read together the Six of Crows duology. So I will start reading the Six of Crows. So I'll probably read this. I might start this a little bit sooner than this weekend, which maybe by the time this is even up, I'll be done with it because I work as a manager this weekend. So need to get these read. And that's all I'm going to put for January because I don't think I'm going to get all of those books read because that's a lot and it's already January 11th. So that is it for this video. Those are the books I plan on reading in January, what I've read, and then what I read in December because I realized I hadn't done a December wrap-up. And this has been long enough. So what was your favorite book of December? I'm not saying the whole year. And what are you looking forward to reading in 2022? Let me know. And if you would like to follow me on any other platforms, I'm on Instagram and Goodreads, and I'll link those down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this content. And I hope you all have the best day, the best week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!